In the headlines, 3 area teenagers are busted for drugs, and a man on the run finally is nabbed by authorities. That's in today's crime report. Also, those of you who want to make your voice heard about the high price of utilities will soon have your chance. We'll tell you where and when. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHGTV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to WHGTV NewsBreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. First in our crime report, 3 area teenagers are busted for drugs. According to Rocky Mount Police on Sunday afternoon, the 17-year-olds Joseph Preston Barnes, William Joshua Melton, and William Thomas Pridgeon were found with marijuana while on the 100 block of Niblick Drive. Officers responded to a narcotics violation complaint and observed the suspects engaging in the sale of narcotics. Through further investigation, Barnes was charged with possession with the intent to sell and deliver marijuana, conspiring to sell and deliver marijuana, maintaining a vehicle for the sale of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Melton and Pridgeon were also charged with possession with the intent to sell and deliver marijuana, as well as conspiring to sell and deliver and possession of drug paraphernalia. A Rocky Mount man is jailed for assault. Police say 35-year-old Sean Ashford was arrested Friday evening after officers responded to a domestic violence call. Ashford allegedly assaulted a female victim and was charged with assault by strangulation. He is being held in Nash County Jail without bond. The victim was transported to Nash General Hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. And a man on the run is finally nabbed by authorities. In the wee hours of Friday morning, Rocky Mount PD arrested and charged 40-year-old Bobby Lee Griffin. Police say an officer attempted to stop Griffin's vehicle for traffic violations, but he just kept on driving, refusing to stop for blue lights and siren. The vehicle pursuit led them into Battle Park. This is when police say Griffin ran from the vehicle, but was apprehended after a short foot pursuit. Griffin is charged with possession of a firearm by a felon, misdemeanor speeding to elude arrest, careless and reckless driving, possession of a dangerous weapon while intoxicated, which was a shotgun, possession of less than 1/2 ounce of marijuana, and resisting a public officer. He was issued a $10,000 secured bond and was transported to the Nash County Jail. In other news, today is your chance to hand in any unwanted weapons and get paid for it. The gun buyback event is occurring from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Rocky Mount Police Department, located at 330 South Church Street in Rocky Mount. This program is a safe, no questions asked way to remove all guns from your home. You will receive $5 for air guns, BB guns, replica or non-working guns, $50 for rifles or shotguns, $75 for handguns, and $100 for assault rifles. No ID is required. As a safety precaution, when you arrive at the event, leave your weapon in your vehicle. A police officer will retrieve that weapon for you. During last year's buyback, Rocky Mount Police collected 95 guns. Nearly $5,000 was paid to individuals turning in those firearms. Good news in unemployment rates, as 99 of 100 of North Carolina's counties saw a decline for the month of March. According to the latest data released from the North Carolina Employment Security Commission for our local counties, for the month of March, Edgecombe County's jobless rate declined to 14.5% compared to February's 15%. Nash County's rate for March fell to 11% compared to February's 11.8%. In Wilson, March's rate dropped from 12.5% 12.5% compared to February's 12.9%. For our local counties, the latest rates are the lowest for this year. The city of Rocky Mount also saw some improvement as its March rate decreased from 12.5% compared to February's 12.9%. Still, our area's rates show there is some considerable amount of people out of work. The state's overall jobless number for March is 9.7%. Only 35 counties were at or below that rate. When we return on Newsbreak, could a merger between two major North Carolina electric providers benefit our area, and what could that mean for current utility rates? This and more right after these words.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick and GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to WHGTV Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. Could a merger between two major North Carolina electric providers benefit our area? That was a question that remains unanswered from a recent North Carolina Eastern Municipal Power Agency meeting held in Wilson. During last month's meeting, the topic of the merger between Duke Energy and Progress Energy was discussed, and even more so were several bills in North Carolina's General Assembly specifically targeting utility rates and their steady increases. One bill, however, was automatically axed by many on the NCEMPA's board. That was House Bill 457, introduced by Representatives Angela Bryant, Jeff Collins, and Jean Farmer Butterfield. That would allow municipalities to have oversight on rate setting and service matters. The intent of that bill is to lower electric rates and to promote transparency to those electric community clients. Rocky Mount City Councilman Andre Knight and Vice Chair of the NCEMPA was in great support of this bill, stating that his constituents need to be in the know and that the board should do what is needed to advertise meetings about possible rate increases that affect this area. That was a point of debate for many of those on the panel.
So why we want to see another regulation to regulate what we already doing? Don't make sense. I think you are transparent, so I disagree with you. I think my budget is very transparent in any other budget. And I think my citizens, my town are very educated on what's going on. So why do we want continued regulation? I have no clue. I think transparency is not an issue.
I think it is, and I think the difference. Transparency comes right here to the Board of Commissioners.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying, if you don't have jack to hide, then what's the problem?
It's not jack to hide. It's a question of regulation. I mean, we should be regulating already. If you're not doing it, you should be voting.
We are doing it, so it shouldn't be no problem.
Okay. I shouldn't regulate the range
No, they need to regulate themselves.
Absolutely, that's my point.
And the point is, we need to be as transparent as we possibly can. And I'm tired of you cutting me off. I mean, it's a matter of respect. I respect you, but I don't think that you should abruptly cut people off.
Well, I think when you.
Well, no, I have something to say, Madam Chair. Well, no, it's not in the bylaws that you only speak once, is it, Mr. Attorney?
No.
So I'm just thinking,
Okay, well, finish your speech.
but what I'm saying is, what we just came out of closed session, what we've done, and what we're doing now, it puts more spotlight on the Board of Commissioners and elected cities. And I would want to be in a position where I got people shooting at me every day. And to me, if I was running an organization, I would try at least not to have so much division. But that's my opinion. But I think what the citizens have been asking us as elected officials and as Board of Commissioners, that we be as transparent as we can. So.
It got kind of heated there. Many board members, however, stated that the proposed bill would inevitably increase rates for current customers based on the funds needed for research and oversight to examine current rate settings and increase regulatory requirements. In a different aspect, the board did not conclude if rates increases were likely for current methods for any of the 32 municipalities it represents, with or without a large merger from Duke and Progress Energy. Councilman Knight did share with us by phone that those energy companies' customers pay 30% less in utility than in Rocky Mount. If you're having issues with increased rates of utilities in Rocky Mount, you will have a chance to make your voice heard during public comment of the NCEMPA's next meeting, slated for Wednesday, May 25th at 10 a.m. at the City of Wilson Operations Center. Several area people came out to this weekend's community paper shredding and e-waste recycling event. The event, held on the parking lot of Golden East Crossing Mall in Rocky Mount, was sponsored by the City of Rocky Mount, the United Way Tar River Region, and Keep America Beautiful. It helped to bring in loads of personal paper documents to be shredded and kept out of the wrong hands. Here's more from the event's facilitators and supporters. We'll have more on that for you on Thursday. Up next is a look at weather. Don't go anywhere.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick and GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHGTV NewsBreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the country Inn and Suites, rocking out.
And we're back. Now here's a look at this week's forecast with WHGTV meteorologist Fred Holdsworth. Fred?
Hello everyone, another warm day today, and then we'll see a cool down. Tomorrow could be about 20 degrees cooler than today, and that's all thanks to a cold front that is sliding just to our west. It's going to stall briefly today and then begin to move again and come through our area late tonight and into Wednesday, giving us a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Now, this system does not have the strength or power that the last one had last week that caused so much devastation out in Mississippi and Alabama. So this is a weaker system, but it can kick off some rather heavy rain at times and some strong gusty winds. The Severe Storms Prediction Center at Norman, Oklahoma has put the triad in a slight risk area into the west. Let's take a look at our forecast map and we'll see what we're talking about here. This is the area where severe weather could occur today from the North Carolina-South Carolina border west of Charlotte northward up into southern New York State, right in here. Now the triad area would be right in here, right on the eastern boundary of this slight risk area, and we'll keep an eye on that. This is a cold front that will bring us the cooler temperatures by tomorrow. Now you'll notice low pressure, a couple of low pressure systems, one in Pennsylvania, one over eastern Tennessee. This will slow the front down some as it moves, and then as these lows get out of the way, the front will pick up a little forward motion and be through us by tomorrow afternoon. High pressure off the coast, this is going to move further out and allow this cold front to move on through. Now another situation we're looking at is flash flooding from Tennessee, the Tennessee-Kentucky border right here northeastward into north central Ohio. They could see some flash flooding today. In fact, some flash flood warnings are already out in western Tennessee. Also, up into the New England states and parts of central New York State, this area here also has a potential for some flash flooding. Going out further west, twin high pressure systems will give this area here a pretty nice day into this afternoon and continuing into this afternoon and into tonight. And then as we go a little farther to the west, they'll see some snow later on this afternoon and into tonight, stretching from Wyoming northwestward up into British Columbia. Cold front just now starting to move through the Rocky Mountains, anchored by a low pressure system over Wyoming. Well, let's take a look now at our forecast and see what we can expect for today. Our high today, 85. Tonight, we'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms developing with a low of 57 degrees. Now, winds will be out of the south and shift to the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. They could gust up around 25, particularly around these thunderstorms. For Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms with a high of 65. Winds will be out of the north at 10 to 15. Wednesday night, clear with a low of 40. Northwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high of 69. Northwest wind at 7. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 44. Friday, sunny with a high of 73. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 47. And for Saturday, sunny with a high of 76 and a low of 53. And we could see some showers and thunderstorms in the area by Saturday night into Sunday. And that will be probably just a slight chance. Yesterday's high, 84. Our low this morning was 61. And that's a look at your Rocky Mount weather. Now back to you.
Thank you, Fred. That's going to do it for us here today on NewsBreak. Tune in Thursday as we continue to bring you news that's impacting our community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.